Hello everyone, we will be doing interior and exterior angles of polygons, so we will just be continuing what we did yesterday. I do want you to take a second and pause this video. Go ahead, copy down these formulas. These are the formulas that you will need for the rest of this sheet. This last formula does say 360 divided by exterior angle. Go ahead and make sure you copied that down correctly. I will be doing a couple with you guys. Let's look at number 1. So number 1 says, what is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a pentagon? So the key word here is pentagon. So with our notes from yesterday, we do know that a pentagon does have 5 sides. So that's 5 sides. With that said, let's look at the formula that we will use. So it is interior angles, sum of the interior angles. So I know that formula does say S is equal to n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So remember, n does stand for the number of sides. In this case, our pentagon is 5 sides. So when we replace our formula, we do say S is equal to 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180. You can put all of this into the calculator at the same time, but make sure it is in this order. So actually, let's pull that up and see what that looks like. So if we pull this up, we would say parentheses 5 minus 2, close parentheses, multiplied by 180, press enter, and that is our answer. So here we would say the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon does equal 540 degrees. And that's it, that's all we have to do. For number 2, it says, what is the sum of the measures of the interior angles? Again, it's really important that you guys see what type of angles they are asking you for. And of course, it does say 27 gon, so we know that n, in this case, will equal 27. So of course, same formula because we are looking at interior angles, so we will say S is equal to n minus 2 times 180. So I want you guys to do this one on your own. So pause this video and call me when you are done so I can check off your name off of the list and check that you got the right answer. So once you have called me over, you should have said that S is equal to 27 minus 2 multiplied by 180. And your answer should have been, I think, 4,500 degrees. And that is our answer. Not too hard, nothing too difficult there. Let's move on to our next problem. We will be moving to number 5. So number 5 says 5 angles of a hexagon measure 118, 129, 104, 139, and 95 degrees. What is the measure of the 6th angle? You, of course, do not need this hexagon because we have our formula, but just kind of letting you guys see a visual. So basically, you have your 6 angles. This is 119, 129, 104, 139, and 95, and we are looking for this degree measure. We're looking for our 6th angle. And so using our formula, that is S is equal to n minus 2 times 180. Again, keeping in mind that we are looking at a hexagon, aka 6 sides. So replacing our formula would look a little bit like this. Which in turn does give you 720, so 720 degrees. So all 6 of these added up do have to equal 720 degrees. So what we do here is we add up all of the angles that we do know, And we have to subtract it from 720 in order to see what that missing angle is. So you could either do 720 and then on your calculator subtract 119, 129, 104, 139, and 95 and see what you are left with, or you can just add these up and then subtract them from 720. I'm going to just add them up and then subtract them. So I'm going to say, let's see, it's 720 minus 119 minus 129 minus 104 minus 139 minus 95. That is our last one. So once I've subtracted all of those, I know that I have 134 degrees left in order to complete my 720 degrees. Therefore, in this case, we did say that this missing angle was equal to 134 degrees. All we did there was say 720 minus, I think it's 586 added up. That should have given you 134 degrees. So you can do either way, add them up, then subtract them, or subtract them already on the way. It's really up to you. Go ahead, pause this video and do number 6. I'll come by and check your work and check your name off of the list. After I've checked your work, let's look at number 14. So number 14, let's go ahead count these sides and let's see how many sides we are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know this is a hexagon just because we just recently did that sum. I know that a hexagon, so 6 sides, does have to equal 720 degrees in total. And so we have a couple of x's here, but we do have all our angles. So basically what we can do here is we can add up every single angle right here, every single angle, and then set it equal to 720 because that is essentially what we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and set those up. I need to retry that again. So, okay. So we have written down every single one of our angles so far and set them equal to 720. So what we are going to do now is something that we haven't done in a while, but it's not terribly hard. Remember when we had to combine like terms in order to solve for x? We're doing that again. So we'll say 8x, 5x, 7x, and 6x. They all do have an x in them, so I am gonna combine those two. The rest, these whole numbers, so 110, -1, 36, 116, 19, -2, those are also going to get combined. So I'm gonna start off with my x's. That would be 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 6. That'll be 26 x, and then I will say 110 plus, -1 plus 36 plus 116 plus 19 minus 2. That will end up being, I think, plus 278. And of course, we still set that equal to 720. Then I am solving for x, so I'm going to subtract 278 from both sides, so minus 278. Of course, these cancel. We drop these down, so it'll be 26x equal to 442. And our last step will be to divide by 26 on both sides, 26 here, and our x ends up being 17. If we were to go ahead and plug in 17 to each one of these x's, eventually all of these would equal 720 degrees. I want you guys to try and solve number 15. I'll come by and check your work, and I'll see what you guys get. After I've checked your number 15, let's look at number 17. So number 17, we are still solving for x, but if we see here, These are exterior angles. They are on the outside. So I know this is a polygon, and I know that all sides or all exterior angles do have to equal 360 degrees. So when you add up all these yellow angles, they do have to equal 360 degrees. That is why when I set up my equation, I put all of these angles added up equal to 360 degrees. Again, just like our last problem, we are going to combine all our x's, all our like terms. All of these will end up together. So all my x's and then all my whole numbers, anything that matches, they should be added up together. In this case, 5 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 7, that will give us 29x. And then we have 4, 9, negative 6, 1 plus 4, that should be plus 12. And of course, still equal to 360 degrees. Now from here on, we do have to solve for x, so I'm going to say minus 12 on both sides. That's going to be 348. We drop down the 29x. And then of course, last step, we do have to solve for 29 on both sides. So 29 here, 29 there. And when we figure that out, that should be 12. And that is our answer. Our x is 12. I do want you guys to go ahead, finish the rest for homework. And if you have any questions, come during B lunch.